Yeah, it should be working again. Sorry about that, guys. Someone just posted 131 silkweave satchels for 65 gold. Nice. Are you gonna try and pick those up to flip?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, 40k is a pretty awesome price on the Panthers. Oh my god, Elemental Flux. It sold at 15 gold each, and I got it for 3 gold. That's a pretty nice sale. Yeah, you can make some really good gold flipping some of those vendor mats.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, some of the older Legion enchants are going for 3k on this realm. Definitely worth crafting a few and throwing up on the auction house. The satyrs are 3.9k. Still pretty decent. I've had 137 of those sales, 5k average. It's a little bit less than my average, but not too bad. I have a lot of these for some reason. Crafted 23. Think someone reset these? Yeah, 725 is pretty high for that enchant. And then 800, 900 is really good for those accords. Someone must have done a reset earlier today. Yeah, the prices on this realm are more than double what I'm getting on Tichondrius for enchants. And the price of the build crystals are more than double as well. Yeah, I think what happens is people use those bags to level up their Legion tailoring, and then they just throw them up at the auction house for really cheap, just to get rid of them. Price of these weapon enchants are really good as well. These are the old 8.0 ones, so they take a lot less to craft. And you can see the quick, masterful, and versatile are all at 700. So it'd be really nice to get some sales at those prices. And then I'm going to shop for some Mists of Pandaria stuff while I'm here. What's a good consistent way to make gold? Willing to invest 30k for it. If your tune's only sitting on 30k, I think the first thing I would do is try and build up your capital. Just go out and do some... like, one of my guildies was doing the Atal Dazar farm yesterday. And then there are also, like, old raids and, like, dungeons that you can farm for gold as well to start building some capital, as well as, like, stock on the auction house. Like, transmog pieces that people might want. Yeah, I think so. The first step is just to build up your capital. Step 2 is probably building up the auction house. And then once you've done that and have steady gold coming in from your sales on the auction house, you can get into, like, professions. And then eventually you'll want to get into flipping. So garrisons are warlords. Yeah, there's a bit of, like, setup to it, but it's definitely worthwhile. You just go there once a day, get your crafts done, and then you're done for the rest of the day. Can do other farms as well. Yeah, if you're, like, starting out with gold making, consistent is generally going to involve some farming as well. And then once you have enough stock on the auction house, like, that's going to start generating pretty consistent gold as well. Yeah, if you just look up, like, Atal Dazar gold farming on YouTube, you should find a couple of videos on it. I think you do need to have skinning. Could buy these out. I do use them for transmutes. Average buy is 111. I do have 176 though on my Alchemist. But I think 26 is such a low quantity it's not going to matter too much. Just buy those out. Spirits at 125 are pretty decent as well for this realm. My average buy is more than double that. May buy all those out as well. Same with moats. Yeah, if you have skinning, and BFA, it tells Azar gold farming, skinning is probably going to be one of the more better farms. So there's only 4.9k to buy out these modes. That's fine. Spirits 5.3k, that's nothing. Could try flipping what I just bought, and then if they don't sell, I can always just use them for crafting panthers and such. I do also want to get into the engineering mounts on this realm. So the depleted Kyperium rocket goes for 180 on this realm, and the World Spinner mount goes for 124. So I'd probably start out trying to get at least one of the depleted Kyperium rockets on the auction house. I think they share the same crafting cost, but you do need to choose one or the other if you only have one engineer. I do luckily have 2 engineers on this realm, so yeah, I'll probably start out with the one that teaches the Kyperium rocket, and then take the one that teaches the World Spinner on my second engineer. Hey Mouse, thanks for stopping in. How are you doing today? Kojak as well? Yeah, everyone's in here, man. Zanzerfaro? Sist, how's it going, man? Oh, are you guys rating me? Rushman265, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I think I got my alert fixed for raids, so hopefully that goes off. 100 people? That's insane. Nice, my alert worked. Sorry about that. I did add my Nightbot in here, so it does do some auto-moderating, so... So Simonon just raided us with a party of 90 people. I think it's actually the biggest raid I've had. Thank you so much, man. Hope you had a good stream. How did the key that you guys ran go? Yeah, it's probably my favorite episode of South Park. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to use for one of my animations. He had a clown as a tank, so I'm bad. Sorry to hear that. If you ever run any keys like on NA, hit me up. I will be happy to tank or heal or DPS. Traditioner and Zero One, thank you so much for the follows. And again, thank you so much, Samadon, for the big raid. I appreciate it.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So we did buy out some of the Misted Pandaria, some of the cheap mats, Golden Lotus, as well as Spirits of Harmony, as well as Marts of Harmony. Gonna try and flip what I have, what I just bought out. And then worst case scenario, I do use them for crafting Panther mounts, which are quite profitable, as well as Sky Golems, so that will be our backup plan if they don't sell.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Try like 1,000 each. Could be greedy. You can see my average buy is a little bit over 100 gold each. Average buy in the moats are 21. And it looks like someone already threw one up at 400. Yeah, Sanguine was pretty rough last week. I think I tanked a 16 Toldagor last week. And yeah, it was really rough. We did not time at all. We were, I think, 20 or 30 minutes over. Silent Mounts was a clown tank? Time for bed for me. Have a great stream, Hecons. Good night. Thank you so much again, Samadon. Good night to you as well. I only need to do Siege for my plus 15 achievement. Kojak, are you on EU or NA?
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
So this week I have a 15 temple on this mage. Did get a 17 junkyard on my monk. Did run an 18 junkyard last week on that, and it was fairly easy. Yeah, ethics is like pretty decent, aside from bolstering on some of the trash pulls. Yeah, sadly I don't have a 15 that I can give you. Yeah, I'm not sure why they listed at 444, but I'm just gonna throw mine up at 444 as well. And if those are up at 444, we should do, I guess, 4,444 for the spirits. So Silent Mouse just redeemed some points, and we're gonna be timing out Jack for 1 minute. Okay, see you in 1 minute, Jack. Imagine selling a spirit for 4K. That would be pretty cool. I have done, like, resets on ore and cloth before, and managed to sell some of the ore and cloth at, like, 100 times what I paid. We can actually check my blacksmith, because I did reset Storm Silver on this realm. Yeah, I'm greedy as a... what is the eye level requirement for 15 plus? I mean, you can go in at any item level. If there's like guildies or friends that are willing to carry you. But yeah, 460 is pretty reasonable. If you're pugging though, I think most people want at least 470 plus. And then like a decent IO score. The Race 24, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I had to raise the points on that. It was set at, I think it was 1,000 points for a 5-minute timeout, and yeah, a couple of people got timed out a couple days ago. One person got timed out for like 15 minutes. Dang, that Nightbot is strict. I'm gonna have to change the settings after stream to make it more friendly. Yeah, MatCat got the 15-minute ban. Or the timeout, rather.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, so I think I bought a bunch of these at like... It's definitely under 10 gold. And I did sell a few the other day for 50 gold. And looks like it was down to like 40 gold yesterday. Dang, someone listed a bunch at 8 and 10 gold. Yeah, I don't know if I want to try and reset 16,000 of those.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Quay the Prophet, thank you so much for the follow. What's the emote limit? I'm not sure what the emote limit is. I did just copy over Nightbot and Moobot earlier today, and I didn't really have a chance to set it up. Yeah, what's going on with Moobot? Or Nightbot? Isn't Streamlabs better, or is that a different thing? So I'm running like Streamlabs for my alerts, and then I do also do Nightbot and Moobot for the chat moderation. Yeah, what happened to your sword, dude? Oh, did it go because I timed you out? Or did one of the bots take it away? Oh, it was Nightbot. Too funny.
If you find anything exotic,
Alright, so I think we're done on this realm. We did get our enchants restocked. We got our trinkets restocked. We did also... reset our Panthers. So I'm gonna switch realms and maybe craft a few on Tichondrius. Definitely not on the top of my list since the prices are pretty depressing there, but gonna switch accounts and yeah, maybe we sold more pets as well. Oh, so when I timed you out, it removed your sword. Got it. You guys are so mean to Jack. Should be back on in a moment. I did have to restart my Battle.net client as well, since my WoW crashed earlier. Yeah, I should probably set up like a transition screen, so if I'm like switching accounts, you guys aren't seeing like a black screen with nothing on it. Not the turtle, thank you so much for the follow. So I'm gonna disable the excess emotes in the spam protection for Nightbot. Hopefully that fixes it. Should be good now. Sorry about that, guys. So we are sitting on a lot of mats, down to 59 Veld crystals, but we should still be able to craft a fair amount of enchants with that. So you can see the prices are really low compared to our previous realm. The weapon enchant's going for like 200 gold at most. I don't even bother crafting the ring enchants anymore.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, so I think the most profitable thing on this realm are the old 8.0 enchants. They do only require 1 Veld crystal at rank 3. Even then, the profits are pretty slim compared to some of the low pops that I'm on. So Torrent of Elements is pretty good. Versatile, Nav, Quick Nav, Masterful, and probably Deadly. People do still use most of those enchants, so I'm going to craft a few of those and throw them up.
If you find anything exotic,
And then we can log over to my Death Knight and see if we sold any more pets. We did have a pretty nice sale on the TCG Spectral Tiger Cub yesterday. Sold it for, I think it was like 270 or 280. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I think Nightbot went on a rampage because people are using too much emotes for the default setting on there. But I do have the emote thing disabled now, so it should be fine. What do you mean for the Alliance? What do you have against the Horde? I should have went to bed a while back, but I'm getting addicted to this game slowly. Yeah, it is pretty addicting. There's always something to do in game, and yeah, gold making is a ton of fun right now. Hey Stormy, how's it going? How many of the mother's research things can you do a week? What's the research thing you're talking about? Are you talking about that tree for running the visions easier? Or are you talking about, like, cleansing your items? There's any way to see what I need to restock. I usually just have dedicated characters for each profession, and then log on to each of them whenever I'm, like, restocking on Tuesday or whatever day. See what's sold, cancel my auctions, relist, and then craft what I'm missing. But you can also use TSM to do that. I just don't have it set up on this account. Yeah, like, if you guys were watching Sabbath on stream, I'm pretty sure he has his set up. So all he has to do is click a button to restock his stuff. Oh, I do have a couple of operations set up. Pretty simple. Restock 2 and Restock 3. I don't use these anymore, but I think I was using them on Lightbringer when I was doing my 0 to 1 million gold challenge. Yeah, it's fairly easy to set up. And then you just supply it to your groups. And then whenever you want to restock, you just go to your crafting window, pick one of your groups, and then hey Derp, how's it going, man? What's wrong, Kojak? Mythic Plus sucked today. And the keys aren't any better. Are you talking about yesterday, before the reset? Or did you run some after the reset today? For the visions? Probably depends. Like, if you do a lot of runs, you can get quite a few of those essence, or forgot what they are called. corrupted mementos. You do also get 200 for each of the rares that you killed in the raid. And then if you collect all the chests and like kill the ad in your visions, you'll get a ton. I believe putting on more masks and doing full clears gives more as well. About to run Nihilith Heroic for the first time since February. That should be fun. Yeah, I actually liked the raid this tier. It was a ton of fun progressing through it. Oh, you meant the cash. I think I got some decent keys here. Tichondrius I have 14 Underrot, 15 Workshop, 15 Waycrest Manor. And then I also got a 15 on my Hunter on a different account. Can't remember which key I got, but they were all pretty decent.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, 250 each is so low. Really sad posting at these prices. Yeah, bolstering's pretty rough. Explosive isn't too bad. If you have 1 DPS just assigned to it, taking care of the orbs. And then you're not pulling too big anyways with the bolstering. Hey man, Tank Genie 7 Toldagar with Kojak, Sam, and it was not good. People said that I did okay, but I need a higher cloak. Just 5 or 6 at the moment. But it was my new keybind that mixed me up. Yeah, if you're running a lot of corruption, like it's probably not a good idea to run a lot of pieces until you get your cloak up. What class do you play, by the way, Mouse? Yeah, I'm Horde, dude. I don't discriminate. I have Horde tunes and I have Alliance tunes. I don't hate on either one. So Deadlies might be good as well. 186 though. When I could be crafting the other ones for over 200. Maybe I'll hold off on crafting the Deadlies. Just focus on these 4. The Torrent of Elements, Versatile, Quick, and Masterful. Yeah, like, under 59 is the perfect amount. Prop Paladin? They're pretty cool tanks. Yeah, they do insane self-healing. Yeah, I think I'm running... Looks like 53 on this Demon Hunter. I do have a TD3 piece, and then 1 Gushing Wounds that I got from a chest. But I just recently started playing on this realm, so I don't have very many corrupted pieces. And then I got this earlier today. Yeah, like, Versa Mastery is pretty decent. Would have been nice to get, like, Versa Haste, but... Like, this is a pretty good, I think, tanking piece. And it rolled, I think that's a tier 2 leech. Which I guess is okay? I don't know. Probably just run TD. I am running the Visions build, so I get meta pretty often when I'm tanking.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Gonna switch to my Death Knight and see if we sold any pets. Hopefully sold another TCG pet. That would be really nice.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, TD for Mythic Plus is like so amazing, especially on like tank specs. Yeah, it's insane on Demon Hunters if you can get pretty good uptime on your meta. My baby Red Paladin got another TD in the chest today. Nice, congrats, that's awesome. I think I got 2 TDs this week, but they were both tier 1 or rank 1. Nice. Actually that's pretty low for a blue carp. 23k. We did have a nice sale on the Dredge Ghoul though. Wow, 30k for that. I picked those up for like under 10k on Area 52. I think it was last week that I bought 3 or 4 on that realm. And then we did get our expired auctions, or yeah, Black Heavy Cat expired auction, and looks like I bought the Glorious shoulder pads for 500 gold. Probably to do a reset.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Dang, I bought one at 500 and now there are 6 of them up at 500. That's rough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go through and edit the Nightbot settings. It is running... Stop spamming caps? Okay, I will disable the cap... I think there's a moderation thing. Okay, I'll disable excess caps. Sorry about that, Meep. I bought my MMO gaming mouse, Corsair Scimitar, last Friday. After that, I rebind a lot of my keys, so I need to relearn what modifiers I use for what spells. Yeah, I had to do the same thing with my MMO gaming mouse. And then I was so bad at using it, I reverted back to normal mouse. It has 4 buttons on it though, so I used 2 of them for chat. And then I do sometimes use the, like all of my interrupts are set on F12, but yeah, you can set it to share binds, so that was my biggest problem in TD. Yeah, also if you're used to running like keys that are 10 plus, you get so used to using the obelisk for skips that running lower keys sometimes seems a little bit harder.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, I'm running the tier 3 Dreadnought set. I did complete all the plate ones, so I'd like to show that off. It actually looks pretty cool on a Death Knight. Oh, we did also sell the Clutch Sister and the Bound Stream. I think I just got them as drops running old raids on this tune. So pretty solid sales, 81.3k. Yeah, it's a really nice curve. 1.7 million total sales. Total expenses, 355k. And total profit, 1.4 million. Started the month with 167, it looks like. Or 168. And today we're at 1.3 million and 76,000. Yeah. That 81k that we just looted put us at 1.3. Or a little bit over 1.3. And then, like I said earlier, we did have that really nice sale on the Tiger Cub. Looks like I sold it for 272 yesterday. I did sell a second one last week as well. Oh, Hippogriff Hatchling, I sold that one for a little bit under 180. And then another Tiger Cub at 282. That was 6 days ago. So it would have been like last Wednesday. I've never run higher than an 8 key. Yeah, it's really rough, like, if you're starting out, trying to build up an IO score. Like, getting into good groups. Really nice graph, would look even better with TSM 410. Yeah, for some reason, my WoW 2 doesn't like TSM, and it'll, like, crash or freeze up my mailbox, so... Generally, if I'm streaming, I'm using, 409, or 49, I guess.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Gonna run a quick cancel scan. So yeah, I just checked the prices of the blue carps. There was one up on Dragon Mall last month for 15k. Probably should have bought that one. But the Area 52 prices are up to 30k, so probably gonna have to wait to restock those, since I did only have those 2 on this realm. And then Illidan has a bunch at 33k as well. Yeah, so level 25 is going for 51k. Yeah, if either Illidan or Area 52 prices drop below 20k, I'll buy those out. Perhaps level them and then bring them over to Tichondrius. I can't get into 19. I've done many 18s. Yeah, like once you start hitting like 18, 19, 20, like it's crazy how much harder the keys get each level. But the highest one I've done is an 18 as well. That was actually last week. I healed an 18. It was a junkyard on my monk. Nice, Darkwing. Did you get one off the black market auction house, or did you purchase it? If my razor dies, I'm doomed. I'm so used to number pad mouse. Yeah, it might even be worthwhile to pick up like a backup. I did have a guildie that had his mouse die like earlier today. I think he went to get a replacement. I know he did call Best Buy and wasn't able to talk to anyone, so he might have gone to the store. The carps are from fishing, I believe. Mr. Pandaria fishing is what it says. Yeah, they're actually pretty rare. And you guys can see they sell for a really nice amount. Aside from the green carp, you can see the white carp, the red, blue and green. Actually, this is the item. They're all going for like 40k plus. If you level it up to 25, you can get 50. Even on a full pop like Tichondrius.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, I was thinking about resetting the shoulders. But it looks like I'm missing the appearance, so what I can do is just equip it. And learn the appearance. Like, 500 gold isn't that big of a deal. And yeah, I think there's too many on the auction house anyways to try and reset.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. I've seen things that would scare you shelless.
And then just vendor it.
Come back with some better stories. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Look up Meat Monk Kilrog. That's me. Oh, you can't time 19s. Yeah, I think a couple of my guildies ran 19s and they timed last week. I think it was like a freehold 19 and... Yeah, I don't know if they ended up running the 20 that they got. Yeah, I remember streaming that 18 Junkyard. Bought a Guardian Cub like 3 years ago for 35k. Yeah, that would have been the time to stock up. Actually, maybe not during Legion because the prices were so inflated. But I remember picking up pets like back, maybe like early Legion or maybe even like late Warlords. Guardian's still a good one to have. Yeah, I think that was a limited time purchase one off the store. What does Cuddly go for? I can check after I'm finished with this cancel scan. Cuddly on Tichondrius, starting buyout is 115k. Those are for level 1s. And the level 25 is listed at 192. Oh, so it's a rare drop off of one of the elites, it looks like? Reset Glorious Legs. I did actually reset the Jade Legs on one of my realms, I think it was over the weekend. They were down to like 5k. 5.5k maybe? I forgot what my average buy was, but I was on Proudmoore NA, and they were like 42k last time I checked. That was on stream yesterday, I think. Your brother stopped doing M+ with you? So I'm alone. You should just find a good guild. run with them. Yeah, like the guild I raid with on Alliance, they usually run pretty decent keys each week. And then I do also have 2 Horde Realms that I run keys with. One on Dragon Maw and one on Tichondrius. I'm starting out in WoW without BFA. What could you recommend in the way of gold making? So if you're starting to build up... If you're starting out with gold making, first step is to build up your capital. So that's going to involve like going out and farming. Without BFA, some of the better stuff to farm are probably going to be the rare ores like titanium and like corium. And then some of the more in-demand stuff might be good. Like... Mist of Pandaria materials are really low right now, but they usually sell pretty consistently, so if you're looking for some like fast gold, that might be a good way to go. Yeah, and your goal should be to get BFA eventually. If you're not going after the longbow, that should be pretty easy to attain. I think you did miss a sale that was, it was like 2 weeks ago we had a sale on, I think, BFA. But once you get some gold coming in, you can upgrade just using gold, converting it to balance, and buying the BFA upgrade. It's 300k on EU. Oh, this bet? Yeah, I did update my TSM data earlier. Looks like the min buyout here is 115. But the region market value average is actually less than that, 102. Cuddly drops off the Forgotten, drop chance 2.72%. Yeah, that's really low for a pet. I feel like some of the other rares in like Darkshore and stuff had a much higher drop rate, like 10-20%. What tools do you recommend for handling more than 10 realms? Definitely TSM Premium. Like, I believe the free version lets you add... It might actually be like 10 realms, but if you go beyond that, you will need to upgrade the Premium to add multiple realms. If you're doing like pets, it's really hard to keep track because there isn't really a tool that I found that keeps track of the pets, pet prices. So you usually have to like keep track in your head or just like write it down when you buy a pet on one realm. And then just make sure that you never sell it for less than you paid. Just bought a level 12 left shark for 99 silver. Nice pickup, man. 12 silver for any pet's pretty good. Oh, took 2 scoops. Sorry I missed your follow earlier, but thank you so much for following. Hey Zoba, how's it going, man? Depends on the server, of course. I am selling it for 125k max, leveled. And I bought it out for 40k on another server. Yeah, if it has such low drop rate, it's pretty good to pick it up for... if you can find it cheap on one realm and move it over to another realm. Especially if you can find a huge discrepancy, like... trying to sell it on like a full high pop. Hey Frodo, how's it going, man? How many hours of farming do you think it would take to earn BFA? I mean, the high-end farms, you're probably looking at 20k. Might be lower than that on some of the high-end full pops. Maybe like 10 to 15k. So the WoW token's like 120 right now. So each token would roughly cost like 6 hours of your time. And then BFA costs...
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, I can't see how much BFA costs because I've already upgraded. But I'm pretty sure it's like 3.5 tokens, right? Yeah, and I think it's like 3 tokens to upgrade to BFA. Well, let's just say 4 on the safe side. It's gonna be like 24 hours of farming. Yeah, 24 is a lot, may seem like a lot, but if you just do a couple hours each day, you can earn it in like a week. Could you define a high-end farm? So like a lot of the gold farmers will say a farm is worth a certain gold per hour. So like a high-end would be... I think most of the high-end farms are still like 15 to 20k per hour. Yeah, like, but if you're starting out, farming's probably going to be the most, like, consistent and easy way to earn gold. You could also branch out once you have enough capital to get into, like, professions and flipping. But if you get into, like, flipping, it's going to take a while to sell those items unless you get really lucky with, like, a nice snipe or a nice flip. Giga hard to catch your stream in EU. Oh yeah, it's pretty late for you guys, right? I may actually start doing some late night streams then, just for my EU audience. Because that would be morning for you guys. Maybe over the weekend or something, when I can actually stay up. Oh nice, I did see your post in Discord, I think it was this morning, right? And I think your name looks familiar. Is it also same on YouTube? Either way, thanks a lot for stopping by the stream today, man. Hope you're doing well. 11:50 p.m. right now. The other option is for me to, like, just wake up early and start streaming, like 5 or 6 a.m. Here would be, like, afternoon for you guys. Any big sales today? Not really. Not on Tichondrius anyways. So on the session, we made 81k. That was just from looting our pet sales. Our big sale this week was the Spectral Tiger Cub that we sold yesterday. We got 272 for that. We did also sell Drudge Gold for 30. I did mention that yesterday on stream as well. Like, I picked up a bunch at 10k or less on Area 52. So they were... I think they were reset, or maybe all the auctions got, canceled at the same time. But for whatever reason, they were up at 30k yesterday, so relisted and managed to get one sale. Looks like 20 hours ago at 30.4. And then these two pets are just drops from raids. This one drops from one of the cat raids, I think. Boundstream. I think that's the one that drops in Oldier, but could be wrong. Got around like 3.3k for those. Sold 2 tiny blue carps, 23k each. And then did try and reset the shoulder pads. Looks like I bought one on Saturday for 500 gold. But there were like 6 or 7 more listed at 500 gold, so I ended up just learning it, adding it to my collection, and then selling it to vendor. So that was a 498 gold loss, because I only got 1 gold 62 for that from the vendor. Oh, you don't have an active YouTube account. Must be thinking of someone else then. 2253 for me. So that's like a 1053. Where are you located, Coffee Cat? Is that like... trying to think of geography and... Like, France is on the east, or the western part of Europe, right? Like, Portugal, Spain? Oh, you're in Ireland, okay. Nice. Just filled a 24 shrine, feels bad. That's pretty insane though, running 24. Even if you don't time it, that's a pretty high key. Just wanted plans for the Storm Helm for 5k. Congrats, dude. That's a nice pickup.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Found 4 Shelter Soak and Lost Bank. Nice. Oh, is that 4,000? That's a lot of silk. Dang, you can see someone already undercut the dredge goals down to 20k. Nice, 4,000. Yeah, it's always nice finding random items on alts. Zencree, thank you so much for the follow. Wow, Azure Whelpling for 7.7k. I think that's gonna be a buy for me. That's super cheap. Yeah, some of the Whelplings are pretty hard to farm. Like, really annoying farms. Like the Azure Whelpling, Emerald Whelpling as well. So yeah, picking one up for 7.7k is pretty decent. A lot of Emerald Whelplings at 11k. Time for sleep for me. Sounds good, Darkwing. Thank you so much for stopping by. $49k Vital Sands on my realm. In Legion, they were 60 to 70k. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
That would be a pretty nice flip. But I did actually sell one, looks like about a month ago for 26k. And then we just bought that one at 7.7. And now the level ones are at 25, so hopefully we can sell another one.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Gonna check the uncanny prices real quick. Yeah, still debating whether or not I want to get into the blacksmithing uncanny market on this realm. You can see the pieces are going for like sub 1k. And on my main realm, they're going for like anywhere from like 3k all the way up to 15k for some pieces. So the two-handers are like 1.1k up to 4k. Same with the pole arms, 1k all the way up to 10k. Would be nice to roll a couple like Peerless. But it might be hit or miss whether we make gold with that. Especially since I don't have rank 3s on this realm yet. Might have to actually grind out some PvP. I think it was next week that we're supposed to grind out PvP, right? With the Brawl? People scrambling for scraps to get the Brutosaur. Yeah, like if we're closing in on the pre-patch, it's coming down to the wire and a lot of people are, yeah, scrambling. I did see a couple of screenshots in the Discord for the WoW economy. People buying a lot of stuff for super cheap, like... I think Billy ended up picking up a recipe. It's like a... pretty rare, like expensive... cooking recipe. I forget the name of it, but... he paid like 400k for it, which seems like a lot, but... I think the lowest price I saw on NA was like 2 million for that recipe. August 4th for NA. Oh, that's for the Brawl. That's when you want to be running the ults through PvP Brawl to get the Marks of Honor. You got a jackhammer for 300k the other day. That's nice, man. Yeah, like a lot of people are putting up the Ultiman, like, super rares for cheap as well on a lot of realms. Yeah, for a lot of people who already have the Brutus store, it is definitely the best time to be buying, making investments. EU quantity 8. Dang, that's awesome. Yeah, shuffling's kind of a pain if you don't have like extra accounts. Usually if I'm like in raid or running keys, I usually have my WoW 2, 3, and 4 running well, not all 3 of them doing scrapping, but a couple of them scrapping or crafting inks or whatever I need done. Comp Stomp is August 4th for NA, August 5th for EU. Nice. Yeah, I'm not like a big PvP guy, so I generally try and just to stick to doing the comp stomps for the PvP tokens. It's usually an easy win, quest turn in, and you just run your ults and get your Marks of Honor that way. I know a lot of folks are panicked, but I love this. Everything is so cheap. Yeah, I feel like you find some pretty amazing deals right now. Especially playing on so many realms, you can just go on the Undermine Journal, find some cheap items, make investments, and then sit on them for, I mean, maybe a couple of months, whenever we get pre-patch. And then prices should start going up again on some of the rare items. My birthday is the 8th, so it's so easy for me to remember that. Nice, happy birthday. Yeah, I just bought 3 extra accounts last week. Was thinking about going 2 to 3 realms with each account. Just do some chill flipping. Yeah, it's a good way to start out. Especially if you have multiple accounts that can be like on the auction house. And then once we get 410 and once we have like Sniper working again, definitely going to be nice having those extra accounts. Yeah, a lot of summer birthdays in here. I'm a winter baby. I was born in January.
If you find anything
So I guess the Uncanny Gear is a maybe on this realm. I'm gonna switch to my Enchanter though and check on those sales of the stuff that we relisted. I'm also gonna grab some more coffee while this is loading, so I'll be right back, guys.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, you guys can see how quickly those sold. I need to restock Torrent of Elements again, quick nav, and then probably relist my Versatile and Masterful. I'm assuming I got undercut already. Yeah, the sales come in insanely fast on some of these full pops. You'll like make an enchant, throw it up, and it'll sell like instantly.
Step closer and don't mumble. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, so another versatile just sold. So I crafted 5 quick, 5 turn of elements, and I'll probably craft like 2 or 3 of the versatiles as well. Not sure whether I want to focus on a medium or high pop when spreading out, but thinking medium pop. Yeah, medium pop's definitely like a good middle ground. Like the run where I did my 0 to 1 million gold challenge is like a medium high pop. And it was definitely fairly easy to make gold on that realm. Just sniped a dark whelpling for 700 gold. Was looking at whelps since you were. Nice pickup, Meep. That's awesome.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I'm gonna craft a few more versatiles just so I don't have to keep restocking. I am starting to run low on Veiled Crystals though, so I'll probably have to craft more later this week. Anyone got some good sniper operations they want to share with me? I think sniper isn't working right now in 4.9, but it will be back in 4.10. So I'd probably wait and get that set up once 4.10 is available for public use. What would you need 400 million gold for if you don't sell it for money? I mean, I do buy Hearthstone packs, Overwatch crates. It cost me 8.5 million to upgrade all of my accounts to Shadowlands. And then I do also buy stuff in game, like on the Black Market Auction House. I spent roughly like close to 40 million now, picking up tier 3s, containers, mounts. Yeah, there's a lot of uses for it, but I like having the liquid just so I can make investments on different realms. And then I do also have a rainy day fund on my main account or main realm. So if I like stop playing or can't make gold for whatever reason, I'm going to be set being able to pay for all my accounts. Qualt316, thank you so much for the follow. What did you do for your 1 million gold challenge to make gold? The entire series is on YouTube. If you check out my YouTube channel, the channel's name is the same as my Twitch handle. Or, yeah, Twitter handle, Twitch handle is all the same. It'll go through basically what I did. I think it was in early... I think I started it last summer, and then took like a 2-month break to play Classic with some guildies and friends. And then I think it took me another 2 months to complete the challenge, so like total time is roughly like 4 months to maybe like 5 months to complete that. But we're actually on the account where I did the challenge, so I can actually switch over to Lightbringer after I'm done relisting on this account, or this tune. And we can talk a little bit about that challenge.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So I'm a little behind on chat, but I am reading all of your comments, so let me get caught up. I've got the beta for TSM, so I have Sniper. Yeah, it's definitely awesome. I'm really glad that they added it back in. I haven't tested it in beta if it works or not. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to test it myself either, but I did notice that it was back. Hikons is already rich, he doesn't need gold. I'm still going after that 1 billion gold. I don't know if I'm going to be able to attain that, though. Like, last year, year over year, I only earned maybe like 100 million. I think it was a little bit over 100 million gold. So, like, with all the deflation we've had, it's getting a lot harder to get, like, larger amounts of gold. And I'm still not even, like, at the halfway mark, so it might take me, like, 2 expansions, maybe even 3 expansions to hit that goal. What did you start farming gold? Or when did you start farming gold? I was back in Warlords. Yeah, so like I was raiding back then pretty seriously, Mythic Progression. Noticed that there was a market for the BOEs. So I did start selling some of my BOE drops from raids. I did some professions for a while, like Sky Golems and the trinkets for Inscription. I think they were like called cards or something back then. Not like the Dark Moon trinkets that we have now. What else did I do? I did pet farming for a while. Just running old raids for raw gold as well. And then I really got into BOE flipping in Legion, like early Legion when we had the 101s. And made a ton of gold off of that. It's just a score at this point? Yeah. A lot of the other big gold makers are getting pretty close though. I think Billy said he was at like 300 million last time. Won't be long before he catches up. And then I think Jesse is at over 100 million as well. I think I remember her making a Twitter post about that a while back. Lazen W, thank you so much for the follow. You don't need advanced operations for it. Make a group with high value items and put a simple sniper string. Yeah, that's one way to do it as well. Do you boost or how do you make gold? Mostly professions to start out, like at the beginning of expansions and like early in patches. And then eventually I work into like flipping items. Like right now, flipping is really good. We were talking about this a little bit earlier, but a lot of people who are trying to get that long boy, they do throw up some items for super cheap just to get the sales. So if you already have the Brutosaur or have a lot of capital, you can invest in those. And then sit on the items for Shadowlands and then sell them in Shadowlands for profit. Just time to 13 Junkyard. Congrats, Stormy. Yeah, Junkyard's a pretty fun one. It's probably one of my favorite dungeons. And yeah, selling WoW gold for IRL monies against the TOS. So if you have a lot of gold, you either have to spend it on balance and then buy like Blizzard goods, or just buy stuff in game. Really nice deals last week. I just got a schematic that is no longer available for 12k, worth 500k on EU, with a quantity of 9. That's awesome, Frodo. You can do it, just believe in inflation. Yeah, hopefully we get, like, inflation again, in Shadowlands. Make it a lot more easy to get, gold. I'm investing so much. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing right now as well. I wish Steam had a system like WoW Token. So many more games to buy there. Yeah, definitely, that'd be pretty cool. And then I believe you can like actually sell items in games that are on Steam for like Steam balance. I think a lot of people were doing that in like Counter-Strike skins and stuff like that. Alright, so we got our auctions up for enchanting, so I'm gonna switch realms and probably do some enchanting stuff on Lightbringer. And then we can also go over the 0 to 1 million gold challenge. That's where I did the challenge. Yeah, the CSGO flipping was like a big thing. I did buy some games with crates that I got back in PUBG back in the day. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I used to be pretty into like CS, but I never played CSGO. And I think one of my friends was trying to get me into flipping the CSGO skins. He was also super into like Diablo 3 when that had a auction house as well. So here's the challenge. I think I actually started the challenge back in like June or July of 2019. You can say I gradually build up with professions. Actually, I think I built up to 400k in September 2019. And then Classic came out, so I took a pretty long break. You can see there's like a flat line for 2 to 3 months. Started gold making challenge again. November with 406k. And then, yeah, it looks like it took me about a month, maybe a month and a half, to hit my 1 million gold. And that was December 2019. And then I did also continue gold making on this realm. You can see by March I had 2 million. So like double the amount that I wanted to make on this realm. Spent quite a bit in March. I don't remember what I was buying, but yeah, I peaked at 2.17 million in April. Spent $1 million on tokens. Dropped to 1.1 million. And then I've been gradually making it back. So we are sitting at 1.5 million on this realm. Total gold earned 6.4 million. Expenses 5 million. And I believe the tokens that I purchased are part of that. And then our total profit is 1.4, according to TSM. I do have 1.45 million on this realm between my 3 tunes. And then our top item for sales as well as profit was the Thin Jelly. That was actually a mistake purchase or investment. I believe I actually was losing money on it during the challenge. But the prices rebounded a bit and I got pretty lucky with some resets. So I purchased 18,410, roughly 42 gold each. And I managed to flip close to 12,000 of those at pretty close to double, so 81 gold. So 40 gold profit each. On 12,000 would be... So like 500,000, pretty close to 500,000 gold profit just flipping the Thin Jelly. I do also have a bunch left in my inventory as well. You can see I have 5,000 up on the auction house right now. And then I did also use a bunch of the jelly to get them out for myself on this realm. So it worked out pretty well. And yeah, everything I did during the challenge should be up on YouTube. I think it's like an 8 or 9 video series. And you guys can see I didn't make any like huge flips or anything crazy. My best flip, as far as like nominal value, was on the Elixir of Rapid Mind. I purchased one at 28k and sold it for 61. That was 33k profit. Got really lucky with this bracers. Like I picked it up for 100 gold. Probably I find on the Under My Journal and managed to flip that for 30k. So like 30k profit right there. Darkmoon Deck Fathoms. I bought one at 3.5k. Sold one at 25. Really nice flip there as well. And then some of these old recipes. Like I found one at 6 gold, flipped it for almost 8k. And then the Talbot meat that we flipped, I think over the weekend. Yeah, picked up 2 at 2.5 and managed to sell each of those for close to 10k. And it took me, I think it was like a day and a half to flip those. Really fast turnaround. Did the same thing with the Rich Jelly. You guys can see I bought 711 at 128 and sold 651 of those for almost double at 242. I did actually lose some money on some flips. I might have like manually listed and messed up listing some items. So you can say I picked up Dragon Rider Spolders for 800 and accidentally sold one at 470, so I lost 328 gold on that. Not that big of a deal. Biltong, I bought some at 102, and for whatever reason, I sold some at 91. That must have been like early 8.3. And then a lot of expenses as well. Did pick up a lot of Deep Sea Satin during the challenge, and you guys can see I'm still sitting on 121,000 units. Total purchase so far, 550,000. Average purchase price, 2 gold 68. And I've sold only like 20%, or I think it was like 17 or 18%. Because it's 73,000 units sold at 4 gold 86. Even if it's more time efficient to buy the game with IRL money, something about earning it in game currency and using that for games keeps me rolling. Yeah, I'm the same way, like, I have enough gold where I could just, like, not make any gold and still be fine paying for my subscription, buying up Hearthstone packs when new expansions drop, and, like, picking up Overwatch crates when new events are going on, but I do enjoy gold making, so that's what keeps me going. And it's always cool, like, being able to purchase something on the Blizzard store just using gold, rather than, like, money out of my pocket. Crooked Elements, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry I missed it earlier. By the way, Hecons, why don't you use TSM strings provided by the Undermine Journal? I'm actually looking up the Undermine Journal on my laptop, so it'd be kind of a hassle to try and copy that over to my desktop. And then there are some items that I don't need to look at. Like I can tell right away that it's not going to be a good purchase, so yeah, it's just easier to look it up manually. Yeah, Billis is pretty good at flipping commodities. I've seen some of his screenshots and they're pretty insane. Yeah, TUJ is the Undermine Journal. It's a website for looking up like different item prices across both NA and EU. Sold a lot of bags on this realm. Yeah, pretty nice bag sales. I should probably craft more. Might actually be sold out.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2.
And you can see the enchants are flying off the shelves as well. I think someone actually reset the deep sea satin. Because I think when we checked yesterday, they were down to like 1 gold or something ridiculous. And I like held off on resetting. That's fine though. I'm sitting on so many as it is.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, for deep sea, I have 121,000 on this realm. Tide spray, I'm sitting on 11,000. So I'm gonna be set on both of them for quite a while, unless I get into like shuffling.
ancient to trade needs to be at least 2
So the bags are up at 123 right now. You can see people are listing hundreds. Someone trying to sell one for 1 million. That would be a pretty nice sale. And the next thing, we should probably restock our enchants. I'm actually probably running low on this realm as well. But yeah, the cores are going for like 400 gold. Much better than the prices on Tichondrius.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
And I believe I do have all the rank 3s on this realm for the enchanting recipes, so that's going to bring our crafting cost lower even more.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Just going to throw these up at 100 gold to have extra bag space.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Then I bought 2, it looks like. Probably 500 gold each. Guess I could cancel mine and relist it at like 1.2. Kind of a hassle though. Just leave it up at 1k. And throw my second one up as well. In before Satin actually sells. That would be pretty insane if I got any sales at 99. So on this realm, it looks like the deadlies are pretty good right now. Versatiles are really good right now. You can see each of those are 300 and 400 gold. Gale Force Striking is pretty decent. I think Hunters still use that once they have enough crit for their weapons, so might craft a few of those as well. And then maybe the Quick Navs. Much lower prices, but they do sell a lot faster. So, Quick, Deadly, Versatile, and Gale. Okay, have to remember that.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
And yeah, they're very cheap to craft at rank 3. For these, it's 1 Veiled Crystal, 5 Umber Shard, and 15 Gloom Dust. And I am getting the Veiled Crystals from leftover pigment and inks from Inscription. I just use the red ones for crafting the War Scrolls, which we can check later. And then the green and blues, which are left over. Just craft the offhands and send them over Disenchant to get the Veiled Crystals. Guess I'll just do like 6 of each. Quick. I think hunters and arms warriors are the only ones using Gale. Yeah, there aren't very many classes that use it. Maybe I'll just craft like 3 of those rather than dual 6 for the Gale Force. Sorry, what was your earlier question? I missed it. Oh, and enhancement shamans as well. If I want to make a sniper string that shows only items that are 30% DB region market value average and a percentage of market value as well, how do I do that? You could just do... Trying to think. So if you wanted both of those to be true, you could just do like a min, put brackets, do 30% DB region market average, and then whatever percentage for DB market. That should work. I'm not 100% sure though. Hey, what's up, Muffin Man? How's it going? Yeah, I'm terrible at making strings, so I'm probably not the person to ask. But if you check out the WoW Economy Discord, there's a lot of people in there that are really good at making strings and know their price sources in and out, so they can probably help you a lot more than I can. Depends on what your character sim. I always craft 20 and sell them all. Yeah, for my BM Hunter, I was simming and had to use the scope for the longest time, but now that I have better gear, it's actually telling me to use the Gale Force.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So the quicks are up at 250. Versus a 400, which would be nice. There are only 3 left, so I could actually, like, overcut. You can see there's 3 at 400 and 10 at 1.6 is the next highest. Could go like 1k on these and see if they sell at 1k. And I'll just undercut on deadlies.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
That will show the highest value of the 2. Yeah, I think it was trying to make the sniper string work, so both of those would be true. So like if you use min and then use it as a sniper string, both of the statements would have to be, or it would pick the lower of the two, right? And then show anything that was priced lower than. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Probably a lot easier to just check the Discord. Nazoth won't drop my 485 sword. Yeah, I have the same problem. I don't think any of my Death Knights, and my Warrior, they've run, Heroic a few times, but I don't think I've seen that sword drop, even once for me.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic...
Alright, so done with enchanting on this tune, so we're gonna switch over to my scribe, check those sales, and then I guess we can look at the offhands too. I did mention it a little bit earlier with the Veiled Crystals. How do you manage your enchants? Probably the easiest way using TSM is just using like a restock operation, but I don't have that set up. Well, I do have one set up, but I'm not really using that. I just look on the auction house, see what looks good, and then craft a couple of each, throw them up. Nice, Ian. Were you able to make a return at Best Buy and get a new one? Oh, my Toons character? Yeah, I actually have like 2 or 3 Toons named the same thing. One here on Lightbringer, one on Malfurion. Trying to think what other realms. I think it was already taken on Tichondrius. And yeah, I think my Dragon Maw DH is named something different. Sold a bunch of the Sundering at 2.6, so gonna have to restock those. Yeah, so the best way to make gold with the BFA inscription, just grab some of the cheap old herbs, mill them, make all the inks, use the Crimson inks for the War Scrolls, people pushing Mythic Plus, as well as some raid comps without the buffs will pick these up. They do still sell pretty well. And then with the green and blues, you can craft one of the offhands. It's a Sinister Combatant's Etch Vessel that you want. Rank 3. It takes 10 of the green inks and 40 of the blue inks. And then you get an epic out of it, which you can send over to your enchanter, disenchant that. And yeah, easy way to get Veiled Crystals. And I'm making most of my gold back from the War Scrolls. So it's a fairly cheap way to get epics to disenchant. Is this a high pop server? I think it's like a medium pop. Lightbringer NA. Yeah, it's the realm where Simodon's doing his challenge on NA. And then I believe Hazel is on this realm as well. I've seen her name pop up a few times when I'm listing enchants. Sugar-crusted fish feasts during the push weeks are insane. Yeah, they're really good. That's one of the ways I was making golden Tichondrius during the Dark Moon week. Just buying the cheap fish, crafting the feast, and throwing them up on the auction house.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So 2.5k for the storms. Uh, 2.6 for the bulwark. 2.6 for the swirling tides. And Sundering's 2.5. And I do need to restock those.
If you find anything exotic, greetings, sir and/or ma'am. Not everything in the ocean is as good-looking or nice-mannered as I am.
Could also restock the War Scrolls as well. I'm going to cancel what I have up in the auction house and see what I need. Yeah, it looks like I can craft roughly 300, it looks like. 8 Crimson Ink each, and I have 2.5, so yeah, like a little bit over 300.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, I am running quite low on these. 16 for the Fortitude and like 30 each of the Battle Shout and Intellect.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
NA Lightbringer's medium pop. Sam would not go on a full pop. I farm hundreds of feasts to use. Yeah, they're really nice for healers. I sell them on Terra Mill. It's nice to see big Mythic Plus names buying my fees. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I think my aim is going to be to have like 100 of each up on the auction house.
Step closer and don't mumble. Fine, leave. I was done talking to you anyway.
So I need... looks like 65 of the battle shots. Just making sure I have the crafting enchant. Sam is not aggressive enough in his gold making to go full pop. Yeah, some of the full pops get pretty insane with the undercuts. Like, you can throw up an auction and like be immediately undercut by like 2 or 3 other people. It does get pretty cutthroat. Like, Tichondrius isn't that bad right now, but I imagine some realms like Area 52 and like Illidan being pretty insane. War Scrolls are rest in peace on my high pops. Takes long to craft, highly competitive, and razor thin profit. Yeah, that's why I like to have my scribes on my, like, I guess my, not my main account. That way I can, like, shuffle the inks, while I'm like AFK or in Rage or running keys on my main account. But yeah, I agree. Making the inks like this expansion have been pretty bad. Like last expansion, we didn't have that. We could just use the pigments for making glyphs and like even trading to the ink trader. You could just use the pigment. I need 70 of the intellect. I'm on Illidan, NA, it's brutal. Nice, what markets are you in? I imagine some of the consumables are insanely cutthroat, like enchants. Yeah, I think Ian's on there as well now. If Ian's still in here. I don't know if he's done any gold making there, but good luck with that. Sounds like my low to medium pop server. Yeah, I actually ended up resetting the war scrolls on my low pop, I think. I think they were way below crafting costs. And I do actually use them from time to time, so I don't mind having a bunch. And it looks like I need 80 for the Fortitude. Not on Elden yet, haven't made the move yet. Yeah, it might actually not be so bad at the beginning of Shadowlands. Those are usually pretty good profits to be made. Early expansion. But like right now, I imagine it gets pretty bad. I'm a noob gold maker, only 600k so far. Mostly volatile farming. 600k is still a pretty decent amount. That's a really nice start. My alchemist is level 114, and I'm so tired of leveling. Yeah, one thing you can do is just get someone to freehold boost you. That's pretty fast. And then you can also party sync and do the invasions and legion. That gives really decent like experience. I operate on 3 full pop servers and it's not that bad. Lower profits are made up by higher volume. Yeah, that's true. Like on Tichondrius, like we saw with the enchants, I was listing them and like most of them sold pretty much immediately. Pretty insane velocity for the sales on the high and full pops. How much gold do you always aim for to start with professions? On a fresh realm? Yeah, I can't remember what I did in the 0 to 1 million gold challenge, but for the first couple of weeks, I was just like farming raw gold, just so I'd have enough to make investments, buying linen to do shuffles and stuff like that. So it probably depends on your realm and how much the materials cost for those shuffles. At the beginning of BFA, I made 500k within the first 2 to 3 weeks. Hope Shadowlands is the same. Yeah, launches are always insane.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2.
I think I accidentally used a war scroll just now.
Greetings, sir, and have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Gonna scan my glyphs as well. Yeah, the only difficult part is to find someone who will boost me. Are you on NA or EU? I can help you out with a couple runs. Are you Horde or Alliance? Yeah, I have 2 pretty geared Demon Hunters on Horde, so I could boost you.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Sheep are white, thank you so much for the follow.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Sheeps can be black too, I saw them in Minecraft. Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of different varieties and species, so I'm sure they can have different colors like that. Pink sheep? I didn't even know that was a thing in Minecraft. It's been a while since I played that game. Gonna check a few of my auctions on Dragon Maw as well. I'm gonna check this realm first and see if my meat sold. The fresh Talbot meat that we picked up for 55 gold. Hopefully it sold. Will the Bloodfeaster Lover Battle Pet sell? That is the big question. I imagine so. How hard is the pet to get? $19K and 200 pet charms. Vendor and Nazmir. Dang, that's pretty pricey.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Is it this guy? The bloated blood feaster? I know that's made with alchemy. Yeah, I don't even see one up on this realm. Dang, my meat has not sold. I should probably relist it. But I am down to 5 gold. Yeah, it looks like I got undercut, so I'll have to relist mine. I should probably also send up another tabard on this realm. That way I have more gold to list my auctions.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Just go 12 hours, I guess. Hopefully we can sell this. That'd be a really nice flip. And, like, starting gold on this realm. I do also need to get a character set up on Emerald Dream. I think that's one of the realms that I wasn't on from the top 20 on NA. So we could do that later in the stream as well. Hey Sharkin808. How are you doing today? Mantooth, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, who's Sharkin? Who is Sharkin? Are you ready for the Jaina runs tomorrow? My Talbot meat that I bought for 7 gold on that Portuguese realm didn't sell yet. But it's still the only one on the auction house. Nice, Kojak. Hopefully it sells for you. Nice. Look at those sales. We sold 2 Glyphs of Voidlords. Like 11k each. 11.4k each. So we sold 2 at 22.8. War Scrolls, 30 intellects at 2.8, so roughly like 100 gold each. And then the War Scrolls of Fortitude, 13 at 3.5. So what is that, like 300 gold each? A little bit less than 300 gold each. Satin minutes for 2.1. That's a bit low, but still decent. And then a bunch of the uncanny gear as well. One of the old 370s as well, 2.8. That's pretty funny that the 370 sold for more than the 400s. But yeah, we're gonna relist these auctions. Nice 40k mailbox. Should I sell the cloth from Freehold or craft greens for raw? I mean, just look at the prices of the cloth and then compare it to the prices of what the legs vendor for. If you think you can get more for the legs, just craft those and sell them to the vendor. And then if you think you can get more for the linen, just throw it up on auction house. And then factor in the listing fees as well. And then for the legs, you need to factor in the vendor mat in your crafting cost. Yeah, at this point in the expansion, it's probably going to be better to do legs, but if you're on like a low pop or even like some medium pops, it might be better to list the linen itself.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Wow, war scrolls are up to 800 on this realm. You can see my average soul is 346. So it's more than doubled that now. Yeah, 800 for the intellect as well. Hopefully I can sell some at those prices. 130 for the battle shot though. You can see I reset when they hit 58 gold, and my average sale is 200 for 177 of those. Compendiums are down to 2k on this realm. Not great, but not too bad either. 2.4k for the Mystical Bulwark. 2.3 for the Storms. And then the Cindering's 2.4. I did buy out these toys as well, 1.5k each. They're up at 16k right now. Yeah, I should probably just run TSM. I do have operations, but some of the things I like listing manually.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So I do have one for Inscription. Dark Moon decks. Don't know if I set one up for 400 gear. I do have one for Tailoring. I do have one for Dark Moon decks. I don't know. Oh, Compendium. Should probably use that. Anyways, I have Glyphs and 400 pieces to list. I'll just select them all and see what happens. Gonna scan for some of the Legion herbs as well. Yeah, these prices are insane. Way too high. Actually, Fall War for 150 is pretty decent. $38k to buy out. Oh, I do have 488, so I don't need any, I don't think.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Cool, we had enough of the pigments to restock everything.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I am missing quite a few recipes on this alt though. You can see I don't have a lavish servings on this realm that I can craft. Missing a lot of the ones rep gated for BFA anyways. And then a lot of the Legion ones. Some of these are pretty easy to farm. Just a matter of doing the runs or farming the currency in some cases. This one's actually really easy, just flying out to High Mountain, so I should probably do that. And yeah, some of these are drops from dungeons. I do also have another scribe on Tichondrius that I need to do, so I may just do like a multi-box, get those recipes, get 2 scribes done at the same time. Observer's a really good one as well. Like, any of the Warlock ones are really good. I did make a couple of videos back in Legion, talking about some of the recipes. And like Voidlord, the one that we sold 2 of earlier. Very solid seller at like all of my realms. I think back in Legion I sold one for as much as like 25. I think 25k was the max. Maybe it was like 20k, but really insane profit with these glyphs on some of the low pops.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
And yeah, War Scrolls are really good on this realm right now. Like, if I can get any sales at 800 gold, that would be pretty amazing.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Gonna check the Undermine Journal now on this realm. See if there's any items worth investing in. I do also have another banker on this realm on WoW 1 that I can buy stuff on. But I'll just use this account since I'm logged in. So we have one 350 ring at 500 gold. I think that could actually be a really good flip on this low pop. Yeah, there are raid BOEs that are much higher now, going up to 475 for mythic drops, but I think a lot of people will, if they don't have the gold to buy those, will go for these 350s, so gonna buy this out to try and flip.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, I'm gonna check what the raid BOEs are going for on this realm. So yeah, there's a 475 it looks like for over 200k. 230 for 475, 209 for 460, and then 40 for the 445s. You can see people are selling the other ring for like 15k on this realm. Which is like half of the 430 price. So if people don't have the 30k to buy this, they'll probably be willing to spend 15 on like a 350. So I'll probably throw mine up for 15 as well. Yeah, maybe even like 20. I think haste is a lot better than mastery for most classes. It does also have the tertiary for speed. Try 20k, I guess.
I need to target something first.
There's also a Outrunner's leg guards listed for 200. Next highest is 23k. You can see the region market value average is 24. So 200 is probably going to be a good buyout. Yeah, it is like a slug mog as well. For mailwares, I guess. Pick that up, I guess. Steel Grill Pauldrons, 5k, RMV's 146. Probably gonna pass on this. Yeah, very low sale rate. Like, the RMV is pretty decent at 150 or 146, but I think the buyout's like too high for me to invest in it. Looks like I only have 235k on this banker anyways. So, gonna pass on this item. Oh, there is another Masterwork Stormhammer recipe on this realm. Yeah, it's up for 44k. I can't remember which realm I picked up the recipe on, but I got mine for like 20k. I think it might have been like Proudmoore, but like 44k is still a pretty decent deal. Might come back to it later. You can see the RMV on this recipe is 465. So that's like almost 10%. Yeah, I don't see any other crazy deals, so I think we're done on this realm.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Just need to relist this guy.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I don't even remember what I was doing on this round, but we can check this banker, see if there's anything on him. Oh yeah, make sure to do the skips for the cloak quest. If you've done it once on that account, you can skip 2 of the scenarios, and it saves you like probably close to an hour not having to do those. Yeah, I think I'm up to like 20 characters. But 8's still pretty high. It does get very tedious. Apparently I haven't even set up TSM on this character yet. Or LVUI rather. I want to get the cloak on all my characters until pre-patch. You basically just do the invasions ones, aka all the weeklies. Yeah, you just do the invasions, kill the bosses, and then go back into Oldham, get teleported out, and then do the Blackrock quest, get your cloak, and then run your practice vision. It's fairly easy, just very tedious and time-consuming. And with pre-patch, that cloak has 0 value. Yeah, once our corruption is all gone, that cloak's pretty meaningless. It is a nice eye level boost, though. It's item level 500, I think, at level 15. Yeah, so I don't have any gold on this realm. I think I was trying to start up by here, so I can always bring over some pets or something. But I can do that, like, off-stream, or some other day. I do also want to get set up on Emerald Dream as well, so I may actually stream that. Show you guys what I do to get started on, like, a new realm. And then we can also do Turelian, it looks like, when we do Emerald Dream. I'm gonna check Room Rust Accord next. Yeah, like Kojak says, it has item level, so it does have some value. Just not as much since we are losing the corruption. I can farm assaults until pre-patch, mounts, toys, and raw gold. Yeah, I ran a few times yesterday and did not get that mount. Still trying to get that, is it the mail cruncher or something? Mailbox cruncher? Getting it to 15 until pre-patch will be hard. Yeah, getting all your cloaks to 15 is pretty intense. It's a lot of farming. Yeah, like first you have to unlock the cloaks, and then you have to run the area clears on all of them. I feel like it's just a waste using echoes on runs, though. Especially on like fresh 120s, it's better to use those for essences. The mail muncher, that's what it is. Oh yeah, I did do a Spirit of Harmony flip on this realm. I think I bought some this morning, or it was maybe yesterday, but I sold 35. No, thank you. A little bit under 100 gold each, it looks like. At least for these, and then like 50 gold?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, it was 58 gold, or 59 gold. So you guys can see I bought 548 of those, 40 gold each. Sold 35 so far at 60 gold. Gonna do a relist, I guess. And then probably list my T-Boos and stuff like that, some of the higher end items.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I may actually do a guild transfer or realm transfer on this character. I wouldn't mind having some of these items on, like, full pop like Tichondrius to sell.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Especially the old T-Boos. Yeah, like, picking them up for 90k, and then, like, transferring them to a full pop and selling them for, like, a couple 100k is probably going to be worthwhile. Especially if I can bring a bunch of other items with me. But I could always, like, sell them here. If I were able to sell all 4 at 400k, that'd be, like, 1.6 million on the 360 that I invested. Like, over 1 million gold profit. And then these are still going for 85, which is really good. You can see the RMV is 42, which is half of what they're going for on this realm. I think this is a RP realm, so I imagine a lot of people want this for transmog. Same with the Durkeys. Bought 2 of those, or 4 of those at 3.6, and now they're like 20 times that. Yeah, the throttling is pretty bad if you're running cancel scans. It does get pretty annoying. Could try like 200k on this recipe. I could try and reset this. You can see there's one up at 10k. RMV is 84, and then the next highest is like 50. So we could potentially make like 40k on that flip. 10k investment, cost basis. Sale rate's really low though. Yeah, the RMV on this item is pretty insane, but don't think it's worth flipping. I mean, it's got a pretty decent sell rate, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. Need to recraft choppers, but they are tedious to craft. Sorry on phone to Amazon again. Nice. Are you purchasing something? Never seen it do that, and I don't think anyone else has, to be honest. Can you proc extras when you're crafting mounts? Oh, that sucks. Problem with your delivery then.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to
Yeah, I
me.
don't really see any crazy deals on this realm. So yeah, I could actually set up the ult on Emerald Dream now. Could go ahead and do that now. Should be fairly easy and quick. Oh, we could go to one of Sharkin's realms. Frostmourne, was it? Once crafted a vial, it can proc ×4? Dang, that's pretty insane. Stay off Frostmourne, boo. Alright, I'll go back to United States then. Sorry about that. There's actually a couple full pops that I'm not on. Like, I don't have any ults on Agrimar, the Ultrarec Mountains, Belnazar. I do have ults on Area 52, Bleeding Hollow, Dalaran. Emerald Dream we're gonna set up now. Fizzcrank. Yeah, there's actually quite a few that I'm not on. Might have to make another account and roll some ults on those realms. Should we go Horde or Alliance for Emerald Dream? What do you guys think? I don't know anything about this realm. I do know it's one of the big RP realms on NA. So I'm looking at WoW progress, and it looks like as far as raid progression, there's 412 out of the 12 Mythic Guilds. 2 of them are Alliance and 2 of them are Horde. But as far as like top 15, it looks like there's more Horde. So I may roll a Horde tune on here. Do you think it's worth rolling as an Alliance? CazP13, thank you so much for the follow. What site do you use for realms now that the realm pop is dead? I was just looking at WoW progress and looking at the progressions for the raiding guilds on this realm. Alright, I go Alliance then, I guess. Might as well go Ally Race. Go Mechanome, I guess. I don't have enough Mechanomes. Oh, Raider I also has nice population info. I will check on there again next time then. There's one for 40k gold on your realm. Should buy it up. I imagine like ERP with the Mechanome is pretty weird. Probably against like the Twitch TOS to stream that, so don't know about hitting like Ultra on stream. Probably just go straight to Stormwind and hit the auction house.
We Mechanomes spent years in isolation, tirelessly enhancing our bodies and minds.
I think my wall crashed. I can't tell. I'm on the loading screen, it's at 100%. Oh no, there it goes. Just lagging. Don't need heal bot. Should probably get some heirlooms. Uh... Easy enough.
Is there something on your mind?
These only sell for copper. Not very much, but still some gold to start out with.
Got something to report?
Anybody on Lich King / Greymane, Russian Realm on EU. Hey gentlemen, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for stopping in the stream.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
So I want the yak, auction house mount. Might as well use this as well. Just gonna turn this in real quick for the 1 silver. And then just park myself in Stormwind somewhere. Probably next to the mailbox. And then we can just like create some pets to get started. Oh, it's this guy for the turn in.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I've seen things that would scare you shellless.
Don't need the letter.
Not everything in the ocean is as good-looking or nice-mannered as I am.
So these pets are generally good to start out with. They're made with old enchanting mats. For the torch, pen, and cauldron anyways. So if you're sitting on any Legion enchanting mats, these are generally good. And very easy to craft. And then the Tiki mask is good as well. These are made with like BFA crafts, so if you're sitting on a lot of dust and shards, you can always craft some and create them on a different realm to get started. And then magic lamp as well. I buy a bunch of these on Storm Rage. They're generally like a couple hundred gold. And on most realms, like, they go for a couple thousand sometimes. So definitely one item to keep an eye on. If you have
Welcome. We've been expecting you.
So I'm going to craft some of the enchanted items on my enchanter on my main account.
For your success in the Firelands. But praise
Do you multi-box much? Not really. Like, I don't do any multi-box farming. But I do having multiple accounts for certain shuffles. And then flipping. And then if you get into pets, it's really nice having multiple accounts. You can craft and create pets on one. Or learn pets and create them on like a second account.
Finally, Taragosa, our beloved.
I do also have a bunch of TCGs that I could take a look at. Just anything with a star is like my collection, stuff I won't sell, but everything below that are duplicates, so I generally sell those. The level 1s I'm probably gonna just keep in my journal, get them to 25. And yeah, you can get a lot more for the TCG pets at level 25 than you can at level 1.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So Spectral Tiger Cub, 550 on this realm. Rocket Chicken is 400. Yeah, some of these prices are pretty nice, especially compared to some of the full pops, the other full pops rather. So I may actually end up creating some of those that I had in my journal.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
And there isn't even a bananas on this realm, so I could create those two that were leveled to 25 and list them for pretty much set the price on it.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I guess I'll just create one to start out.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be
RMV is 154. Oh, and I do actually need to go into TSM and add this realm to my list, so it pulls that data. So RMV is 154, so we could try like 300 or 400. Some of the other TCGs are listed for like 400-ish, so try 400, I guess, to start out. Landros is decent as well. A little bit under 200. Could create mine. The Sand Scarab was only level 1, but You can see the one that's up on the auction house is level 1 as well. So we could create that as well. And then Night Saber Cub.
If you find anything exotic,
Yeah, mine's a level
bring it
1.
to me.
Should probably level mine. I'll create the Sand Scarab. And...
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least
250 for
centuries
level
old.
1. Second highest is 445. Yeah, I'd be happy with 250. Yeah, we're cross-round pelt trading. This is on Emerald Dream NA. Didn't have a banker here and wanted to get started on this realm, so we just rolled a Mechanome and ran out to Stormwind, and now we're creating and listing pets on the auction house. Little Ziggy, thank you so much for the follow. How do you make your first bit of gold on each server? Usually just pets. Like, you can see the ally races started with 1 gold. And then I got some copper from turning in some quests. And that's usually enough to get me started. If I need any gold for, like, flipping, if I see a cheap item, you can do the tabard trick. Just buying a guild tabard. I think it's like 250 gold. Transfer it over since it's BOA. And sell it for 62. You do lose 75% of the value doing that, but if you need a small amount of gold very fast on like a new realm, that's probably the best strat. And then there's also the item that you get from the Pirates Ray. I actually have a bunch stashed on a couple of my bankers, a couple alts. So you can invite yourself, throw the item down on the ground like in Stormwind, and collect all the gold from it. I think that's more efficient. I think you get about 90% of the gold back that you pay for the item. Hey, Traditional Tyler, thank you so much for stopping in today. Hope you're doing well. Hey, nice. Did you get your Amazon order sorted? I hate that your pets get locked when you're on more than one account. Yeah, it is pretty annoying. I wish they would change that, especially for people that have like multiple accounts on their BNet. Why Mechanome? Peer pressure. I was gonna roll Horde, but everyone said I should roll Alliance. And then I wanted an allied race just because I'd have access to the map right away at level 20. And Mechanome because, yeah, I think I have like 1 ult that's a Mechanome and just wanted to have another one. If you get a lot of Nashtar pets or pearls, you can flip those. FedEx is trying to charge me $250 Australian for stamp duty and GST, but Amazon's supposed to pay. And the FedEx is threatening to send my package back to the States. Dang, that's insane. $250 fee for... Were those your computer parts that you were ordering?
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So just crafted some of the enchanting pets on my main account, and I'm creating them on this account.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least.
Yeah, there's
2
7k on this
centuries
realm. That's insane. They're like half this price on Tichondrius. 9.5k for this one. Blame Jack the Dipper for the Mechanome. This is actually full pop. It's the second biggest RP realm on NA, I believe. The first one being Moonguard. Chicken Bake 88 and Jentsman, thank you so much for the follows. Hope you guys are doing well, and thank you guys for stopping by the stream today.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So I'm going to craft some of these Tiki masks as well.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Yeah, these are going for 1200 gold.
2
That's so
centuries
much. So you need 2 Umber Shard and 20 Gloom Lust to craft each of these pets.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
How can you cage pets with 2 accounts open?
If you find
So the
anything
first way,
exotic,
the
bring it to
the way to do it is to open up the first account you want to use to cage pets. That's going to be unlocked. It's going to be locked for the second account that you log in. So you just log in the new account or the new realm first, craft on the second account, and then it should work for you. You can have both of them logged in at the same time. It's just the second account that's going to be locked for the pet slots. The first account that you have logged in should always be unlocked. That should probably be enough of these tiki masks.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I do need to hop on my second account and get some of these magic lamps as well. Yeah, I have a bunch on Storm Rage, I believe. I picked them up for a couple hundred gold there. There's a pretty consistent seller that has them up for like 200 to 400 gold each. I could probably craft them myself, but just much easier and cheaper to buy them on a different realm. Sir, what do you sell as enchanting? I'm thinking of leveling it up. So some of the older enchants, like the 8.0 enchants, are doing still pretty well in most of my realms. Like Quick Navigation, Versatile Navigation. Gale Force Striking is a pretty decent one as well. Some of the Legion enchants are probably worth taking a look at. Especially the Hidden Satyr. People use those for their heirlooms. It does insane DPS, and it's probably the top pick for most people leveling up. On most realms, they go for a couple thousand gold. So if you can get the materials for cheap, just farming like Legion Zones and disenchanting your items, probably a good way to get started. And then, like I said, the pets are pretty decent. These pets that we just took a look at. The Cauldron, the Pen, and the Torch are made with like Legion enchanting, so you'll have to go back and do the quest to unlock the recipes. And then the Tiki Mask is the recipe drops from one of the raids, so you'll probably have to go in and maybe like LFR if you can't find a group. But there are people doing like mythic clears of that place still, so it's pretty easy getting that recipe, and it's pretty cheap to craft the pets. And you guys saw they're going for like 1200 gold on this realm, so definitely worthwhile. What makes you the most gold at the moment? I'm doing flasks and gear right now. Yeah, same thing for me. Like the 410 crafted gear, the uncanny pieces are doing still really well on most of my realms. And then I do also do like flipping on a lot of realms, so I usually get like a couple big sales each week. Getting gold on my flipping realms is fairly easy. Piper Down, thank you so much for the follow. What is the most popular pet on the auction house that's worth 10k plus? Like the Whelplings were pretty decent. I did pick one up earlier at 7.7 and reset the price to 25. Yeah, so the Emerald Whelplings are around 20k on this realm. You can see the Azure Whelplings are 50 on this realm. So like twice what we saw on Tichondrius. Some of these like Whelplings are pretty easy to farm and they sell for a decent amount. Actually, like I think it's the Emerald Whelplings that's kind of annoying to farm, because you have to like fly around. But other than that, like the Bronze Whelpling is like a standalone. You can do like an AFK farm for that, I believe. Or no, I think it was the Crimson while playing. I dropped some wetlands, and yeah, it's pretty easy to farm on a monk. You can multi-box farm it as well. We can take a look at other pets as well. Oh, this is a really popular pet as well. The Anubis idol from AQ. It's one of the better like humanoid pets. So it's pretty popular and sells pretty fast. You can see they're only 4.6k on this realm, but it says the RMV is 4k. But they should sell for like close to 10k on some of the lower pops. There's another enchanting one, the Enchanted Lantern. I don't think I have the recipe for that. I will have to look into that one. It's 10.2k on this realm, so it might be worth taking a look at. Sapphire Cub, the jewel crafting recipe from Miss Pandaria. Pretty close to 10k on this realm as well. I think this is a vendor pet. Yeah, you can see the vendor sell price. Wait. Pretty sure you can buy this off the vendor. The Mulgar Hatchling, the Elwyn Lamb. Those are farmed in Northrend. If you do the, the Argent Tournament dailies, you get the tokens, and it costs 40 of those to pick up each of those pets. Yeah, there's a lot of options, though, as far as pets around the 10k range. Hey, Senza, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. You generally stream in the mornings, right? There's 82 of those Tiki masks on my realm for 40 gold each. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm really surprised that they're like 1.2k on this realm. Oh, the item itself is only 15 gold. It's just the pets that are worth 1.2. Crimson is AFK, Vicidius is 1,000 gold. Yeah, those pets are pretty annoying to farm though, so you could probably buy out the pets at 1k and reset. Or even like crate them and bring them to a different realm. I've been taking a break. I've never sold pets before. How can I cage them and sell them on the auction house? So for the ones that you can sell on the auction house, you just go to your pet journal.
If you find anything exotic,
Just in Enchanted Cauldron as an example, there's an option to put in cage if you can sell it. You just click that and it shows up in your bags. And then you can sell it on the auction house. Enchanted Lantern is the Horde-only Cata vendor one. And then Enchanted Lamp is the Alliance one. Awesome, thanks for the info. I do actually have enchanters on both realms, or both factions, so we'll definitely look into that. I don't know what else would be worth bringing over. Maybe some of the ones that you can get free for rolling trials. Like the crane chick? Or no, that's a different chick. Oh, it's a jade one. That's the freebie that you can get from trials. Could try and create one of those and sell it.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Maybe one of my bush chickens as well. Oh, and I have a bunch of the alchemy ones as well, or the archaeology ones as well. Oh no, this isn't an archaeology one. It's the Brawler Guild one. I'm actually missing quite a few. And I don't have any of the Wormy Tunkins. I used to have a bunch of these somewhere. I have to go look for them. Oh, and I do have a bunch of the Zandalari ones on Tichondrius I could also bring over.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Wow, that's so low. Yeah, I bought these out at like 50 gold on Tichondrius and they're back up to like a couple hundred. So 20 gold is insane. And then ankle renders at 35. Very low prices on those. Thrall's the cheapest Wormy, by the way, 4k. Yeah, it's pretty good. 4k is super low for that pet. So I purchased 167 of the magic lamps on Storm Rage at 185 gold each. And they're going for like 1k plus on this realm. So I'm probably going to create a few of these and bring them over.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, I think on throw I have a couple 100,000, so I can pick that up.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least
Yeah, 1k would be
2
very nice for this
centuries
pet. And you can see the RNV is actually like 4.3k. Bush Chicken is 17k on this realm. And then 1.4k for the Jade Crane chick. The Wormeries are going for 9k on this realm, so yeah, if I were to buy those at 4.4 and 4.6, I could potentially double my gold. Yeah, 3 up at 9k each. So I picked the 2 up on Thrall. I paid 4.4k for my first one and 4.6 for the second one. Thanks again for looking that up, Senza.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna create one and keep one, so I have one in my collection.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Pretty well stocked on the auction house now. We got some nice pets. It looks like we have 741k in value. We do have that bananas up for 400k, so that did help us out quite a bit. And I'm still sitting on 78 silver to keep relisting the pets until one sells. So pretty good start on Emerald Dream. Probably going to do the same thing on... I think it was Turellian. I had a banker that wasn't doing anything. So probably set that up as well later. Just to get some sales going on those 2 realms. That's generally what I do when I get started on any new realm, is just create a bunch of pets. If I need gold, I can transfer over the tabards and sell those to a vendor. Yeah, and usually I get sales within the first week or 2, so it's fairly easy to build up. Once you have some capital, you can start making some small investments. Let's say you find an item for 50 gold on the Undermine Journal, it's worth 5k. Definitely worth taking a look at investments like that. Especially when you're first starting out and don't have very much. Yeah, you can build up and ramp your gold very easily. Just, even if you get one of those sales. Yeah, this is my first day on Emerald Dream. And then I did also have a banker on Turellian on this account. Not sure why I made that character, but I'll probably get that set up as well later. Are you on Emerald Dream as well, Senza? Nice. The mesh is in-game, or should I check Discord or Twitter? Welcome back, Sharkin. I do appreciate the offer, but I should be good. Just one of these pets will sell eventually, and we'll get a couple thousand gold to start out with.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I do have a couple peers as well. It's one of the engineering pets.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Yeah, they're like 30k on this realm. May create one of those. 30k is pretty decent for a peer.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Could bring over some carps. Not sure how much they are on this realm.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Wow, the red carp's listed for 100k on this realm. Yeah, but the R&B on that item's 84. I guess that makes sense.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Some of the ICC pets might be worth doing as well.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
15k for the Tearsfell Battling. It is upgraded to level 25 and rare quality. BRWow1, thank you so much for the follow. Durator Scorpion's up for a little under 18. It's also epic. Oh, there are some uncommons as well, but level 25.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the other names. I will have to check later. Oh, the Sproutling is one of them as well. I do get a bunch off the black market auction house as well. My maximum purchase price right now on those is 3k, so as long as they're more than 3k on these realms, it's definitely worth creating a few. Do you stick to 1s or 25s, or it doesn't matter? Stuff like the TCGs, I'll usually level to 25 before I sell it. Otherwise, I don't really care if it's a level 1 or a level 25. Just gonna create a few. Yeah, and if they're more than 3k, I'll just list one on the auction house. Oh, the marionette's a really good one as well. I have so many of those. They're really easy to farm and sell for a decent amount. Some of the Nagitar pets as well, they're pretty easy to farm. Dark Moon stuff is very good as well. I'm going to favorite the level 25 so I don't accidentally sell it. And then Dark Moon Rabbits. If they're like 10k or less on any realm, I'll usually buy them out. I think I bought a bunch on Dalaran and a bunch on Illidan a couple weeks back.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Yeah, they're like 28k on this realm, so it'd be a good potential flip.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Maybe on the Tabby Cat as well. I'm just gonna create and look at the prices. I do also have Black Fuse Bomblings from Siege of Orgrimmar. This is actually the bones chart I use for Squirt, so I can't sell it. Should probably have it favorited. The bronze whelplings are pretty easy to farm as well. I guess I could create one and see how much it sells for. And the Paku pets. These should actually go up in value when less people are running the BFA raid, so I'll probably sit on mine. This is actually a pretty easy farm as well, the Nagitar farm. Etel, thank you so much for the follow. I can't believe I don't have my boy Hecons on follow. No worries, man. I appreciate the follow that you gave me nonetheless. Hope you're doing well today. Am I going to stream for how much longer? I do have raid at 6:30, which is in an hour. I do plan to get some dinner before that, so I will probably be raiding someone in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Dredge Ghoul might be another one worth taking a look at. I did sell a couple, or one on Tichondrius at 30k, and then picked up a couple. I think I was on Area 52 for like 10k, so I'll have to create a few of those on Area 52 and bring them over. Wait, you told me it was a 24-hour stream? I don't know about that, man. 24 hours is a very long time. And it probably had to be over the weekend if I did something like that. I would probably do one for one of my milestones, though. Maybe like 2k followers, I'll do like a 20-hour stream. Maybe even a 24-hour stream. Did you get a bunch of the Darkmoon rabbits really cheap? Francois, if you've made 1 million gold, and talk to the NPC. Oh yeah, if you're working towards the Brutastore and you don't have the pet yet, make sure to grab it before you buy your Brutastore. Gilnean Raven's also another pet that you can get from Rolling Trials. Mrs. Pandaria Farm, these used to be really expensive. I don't know how bad the prices are now, but I'm probably gonna create one. $7k? So jealous, that's such a nice price for those. Was that on your realm? Yeah, it was a Gulp Froglet. Same with the Crawdad. Oh, that was a fishing thing. I think that should be good for now. I can always create more pets later if I can't get a sale.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So the tabby cats are around 30k for level 25 rare. Yeah, they're down to 25k, which is pretty close to RMV. I do have multiples though, so I'm going to try and sell one on this realm. The macaws are around the RMV as well. 24k for those. Jikun Hatchling is 4.3k. Very close to the RMV. And then the Crawdads are 45k. RMV being 41. So now we're up to around 776k. 400 of that being the bananas, so roughly like 370k in pets on this realm. A lot of them we just crafted on the go, like the enchanted stuff. The Jane Crane chick you can get for free, just rolling trials. Magic Lamp I picked up on Storm Range for a couple hundred gold. The Pure you get from Engineering. So it always pays to check the prices of the pets that you can craft with Engineering, if the Sky Golem prices aren't that good. Another TCG pet, Sand Scarab. Oh, that's bumping our auctions up as well, because it's listed at 250. And then the Wormy Tunkins, I picked up 2 of them at 4k, or 4.4k and 4.6k. And they are 9k on this realm. I'm confused, why do I buy the pet before I buy the Bruto? So the pet is free if you talk to the NPC with 1 million gold in your bags. If you have like no gold, then you can't get the pet. And a lot of people working towards the Bruto store, once they get that 5 million, are going to spend it without talking to the NPC. What's up with the deals? Ginsu sword for 5k. Dang, that's such a nice deal. For 5k, I'd probably learn it. I think that's one of the transmog pieces that I'm still missing from my collection. So like I said, we've been going for pretty close to 4 hours now. I'm gonna grab some dinner right before raid, so I'm gonna be raiding one of my guildies. I think he's streaming our raid tonight. That's another really good way to make gold. One of our hunters got one of his friends to buy a guild, like hero kill later tonight, so we'll probably be streaming that. So yeah, I'm gonna be tossing my raid over to Ian. He's a guildie, we run keys together, and he does run some like gold farms as well. He was doing the Atoldazar farm. I think I mentioned him earlier today. Thank you everyone for coming in and checking out my stream today. And a big thank you to Samadon as well for the big raid earlier. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you... I'm probably going to take tomorrow off, but I should be back on Thursday, so... I will see you guys all then, or in one of my YouTube videos. Thanks guys, take care.